see an attempt for it. That way, the buyers are like putting everything they've got into the market, and on a glorious rejection, that would be more wonderful in terms more wonderful. Whoop. That would be certainly spectacular if we're looking for a lower high to be set with tight risk reward. Just getting short dead on the lows, I think it leaves a little bit to be desired, right? We're opening here. I mean, technically speaking, you can get some downside drift. So know yourself, know your time frame, and execute accordingly. But those are some small concerns I have out of the QQQ on the higher time frame, like that 4-hour chart. In terms of the levels that are immediately in play, again, I think that all this stuff is fairly straightforward. We've got 418 as a minor area of support underneath us. If we can support above that, right, if we can do something like this, wouldn't be surprised to see a counter trend. Then you're looking for a lower high on the gap fill reversal, anything that's here. So what that would look like on the hourly is an opening drive to the downside, extending the losses from the overnight session, rebound intraday to start this. That is just a counter trend move in the context after a gap down. This is your attractive lower high setup right here. Lower high at 423.50. All right, if it breaks underneath 418, spot the lower high, trade for the equal low. You would be aiming at risk reward that does something like this into the low of this overall move, right? So that's how I would navigate that one. We've got 9:05 flipping on the clock, which means we've got to jump on over to the Russell futures. Let's take a quick crack at this one. 4-hour time frame chart. What do we see out of the Rusty Russell? Rusty Russell, what do we got? We know that we're in a downtrend. We know that this is a big weekly inflection point. Ironically, or not really ironically, so what would, I don't know what the term would be, but the Russell was holding up quite well. The Russell was holding up quite well and really showing us that it didn't care about Meta's earnings after the close yesterday. Now, what does it care about? Of course, all the fundamental data and the GDP. That is an awful looking G. I always pride myself on, decent looking handwriting. Not always great, but decent. So GDP certainly impacting the Russell in the downward direction. That is noteworthy, right? So we're well underneath the weekly inflection point. This is looking like a big break, retest lower high underneath the weekly inflection point, and now the opportunity for continuation in the downward direction. One of the key things that we've been watching and monitoring out of the Russell is this neckline right here from the inverted head and shoulders, right? So there's your inverted head and shoulders break, retest. Higher low was looking decent yesterday. We were holding up over that level. Look at the GDP release, right through it like a hot knife through butter. So on that sort of idea, I would be thinking about gap fill reversals, anything that gets us like, it doesn't even have to go gap fill reversal here actually out of the Russell. Just anything that rejects this level at 1990. We've talked about, retro 90s style stuff. If we reject that and stay underneath the neckline, that's a huge failed breakout here, keeping us underneath the weekly inflection point that we've been describing for a number of weeks now on this sort of retest and breakdown. This spells trouble, right? This sort of spells trouble. Not really, in like even from a pattern perspective, if you want to do this now in the inverse, right? There's your double top, 1, 2, and breaking down through the neckline here, stay underneath, and the bears gain control. So 1990 is your inflection point out of the Russell today, and of course, this is putting downward pressure on the spiders. If this was going to say, nope, we don't care about Meta's earnings, we're going to stay stable up here. Let's just say that GDP went well, and like this maybe even made a move to the upside, threatening a possible small gap up. We'd be in a totally different situation where the S&Ps are suddenly going to be, victim to push and pull. And without that push and pull, now that these two things are moving in sync, I basically think that, hey, we've got all the ingredients basically to continue looking for lower highs or continuation in the downward direction, right? So 1990 out of your excuse me, out of your Russell is going to be the key watch. Let's go 15-minute time frame chart. Let's briefly touch on the 15 quickly. So opening obviously on a gap down. Gap rules
Good morning. It was really hard to write this morning as this market just kept melting down um, in the overnight. And substantial gap down 50, almost 50 points, 40, 50 points. Um, Overnight inventory, obviously, very, very short, 100%. The potential for a lower high on the 4 hour was set yesterday. We'll see. You really would only get confirmation on a break below 49.63 right now, but that potential is there. And Meta going back to spending money and off on tangents, and market didn't like that. And then probably the big thing that second fall was GDP, which came in very light, well below expectations, like 1.3 or something. So Goldilocks scenario, this recovery kind of going out the window. Bonds, bonds. What are bonds doing right now? That's the only thing I didn't check. Yeah, they're selling. Everything's selling. So risk off, baby. Um, this is starting to, I was kind of looking at this morning. If we look at the high from, where am I? Here we go. From back in 7:30, the starting to play out. And with this lower high, if it's going to be the lower high, we'll see. Um, this week can play out kind of neutral. We may go inside. Do have Microsoft and Google after the closing, and of course you have PCE. So it's the longer term is still bearish, but it's more neutral on the daily. We'll see if these buyers from Monday show up again. We're back in Monday's value, which the trailing week VPOC is now shifted down to 50. There's a low volume node there right at value high from Monday. We're trading inside those singles from Monday right now. The Given how sold we are in the overnight, you should expect a little bit of a bounce, if anything, just profit taking at the open. And that's kind of one of the scenarios. I was actually thinking it could get a little bit higher, but I'll use the 50% gap fill as kind of my gauge. Right now, if we open here, it's about 50.60. Um, so it's a good potential if we trade. We reject the overnight low at first, which is 50.34. Um, Trade back over the open, put a higher low over the open. Um, we could get some short covering into 50.60. Stronger is going to get us back into that consolidation before the break. So the GDP number, um, the open of the 7:30 bar is about 50.70, and that's kind of on a stronger push over 60. You kind of get into there, you're going to run into overnight VPOC and stuff, which would be could start to look interesting as a target over 50.60. But first things first, buyers got to get back over 50, because I think you can set the high of any kind of rotation for today to the upside of 50.60. So we'll see. We'll see what these monkeys want to do. Crazy, crazy week, man. So 50/40 is a good kind of line to put a, do have a low volume node here at 42. I'm gonna let this kind of play out for a bit. See if I want to try to take that step long. Everything kind of broke down, obviously. Back underneath the 38.2% retracement off Monday's low. And that's kind of, or the, sorry, the longer term 4-hour chart. And obviously well within striking distance of Monday's low, which on the 4-hour, we kind of broke down again on the 4-hour. And you do have these lows here at 50.82, previous low, and as long as you're under there, um, you would think this thing could reverse all the way back down. So, I mean, I wouldn't get really bigger bullish again until we're back over 80. We're right in these hourly, so if we're taking it from Monday, and that reverse, the pull back on Monday, and then the push higher, we're right at that level. We're getting underneath it, and once you get underneath that, it just kind of sets up for a total reversal on Monday. So 5,000 may be a target today. Got to get it underneath the other overnight low, and then have the overnight low hold for me to really press a short. So that would kind of look like, we get down below the overnight low, maybe find some support here at 50.30, push back in, um, see kind of the overnight low hold to kind of get short for continuation down and take back all this short covering. So we'll see. Your overnight low. We have about 7.5 points of range here. All right, coming into that 50.30. And now we can kind of use the overnight lows, kind of a gauge. And God, this thing is just, well, and kind of tells you what kind of buyers you had the last couple days. A little bit of short covering. It was big, and it was kind of confusing looking at the internals because it did look like some good buying coming in. Now we'll see if we get this overnight low, get back over the open, and come back into that balance. And that would be kind of scenario three that I played out, kind of just balancing between 40 and 60 today ahead of Microsoft and Google and PCE. Delta's still just off the cliff. RTY leading down. Got those Monday buyers still here. Can't get VBOC. Crazy ass shit. I'll figure it out. And I found support here for now. Early support. Excuse me. It would be nice to come down and just kind of kiss that 30. I don't know if we'll get that lucky or not. skip the 30, guys. You got home sales at 9. 8:42, so about 20 minutes to go, 10 minutes in. We'll see where we set our kind of first 15 minutes. That's a solid bar there. Back over the open, guys. Come on. Back over 40. Open. Forty 25. Give me a 40 buyers. At least come into a BGL. Trying to curl over again. Just don't want to get involved in this first 30 minutes. This tends to, B period just tends to chop up A. See no difference today. Can we get over that open and hold it, buyers? You can do it. Get a little push into 60, really piss off sellers. Come on. Hitting that resistance. Come on, buyers. Come on, buyers. is still. Let's see, man. I don't know why I got involved. I know I'm gonna get chopped the fuck up out of this, but don't know. I get this FOMO shit going. I still think we can get 100. Stood against the highs 42. Here we go. Come on. It's right to me, right? Right? Yeah, let's just fucking chop. Take a big hit on this. Go, man. Go. We know we got buyers down here. Still want the damn. Come on. Really, really. So shit. And again, I should just take, since they're in this chop, just take what I can out of this. And should get some buyers. You can break down below 30. I'm just waiting for this chop to clear. I was trying to take it. And we reversed all the way down through it. Definitely got our sellers there at 40. Because Friday, the Friday VPOG is down here at 5,004. We did not touch that on Monday. So if we can get down below 30, it does kind of open things up. Value low from Monday is all the way down to 5,008. And buyers down there at 30 for now. We'll see that algo kick in is not getting lower, really over the overnight low or under the overnight low at first. We had our look below. We're kind of keeping the overnight low now. And it's late sellers, start seeing some progress underneath the overnight low. With a gap this big, then they'll start peaking up their contracts. Just kind of waiting for that delta, and it's just a counter trend rally, but it could be significant enough that it makes taking a shot long. Just get some of this overnight inventory correction done. Hard to chase the short here. Till I can see a lower high. underneath that overnight low. There you go. There's the pot. Okay, now I can use the overnight. We get a lower high in here. And take a shot against these highs. 36.50. Time is countdown timer's not working. 53, so 7 minutes still. B period, 12 and a half, 12 and a quarter point range right now. Don't give it up, virus. And you gave it up. Not sure. It's too close to start of B period for me. Definitely trending down, even on the 1 minutes. So overnight low. Let's see if we can't get some profit. Being patient. The first 30 minutes, I don't want to get mad today. Decent little pullback, guys. Give me that 5,000 today. Dear Lord. I don't want to chase you down here, man. all the way back up to half back, overnight low, of course. So counter trend rally. And we put in a lower high underneath this 34. Get excited. About 40 seconds to start the B period. I'm gonna take that 30 just again, and it's only one contract in yeah, we're just gonna keep jumping. I hate these damn dip buyers. Just let it go, guys. You already goofed this thing up. Let's see. See if they can piss me off again. With the poor though. Yeah, get. Come on, man. Yeah, I'll just scratch this. It's kind of. I gotta see. Real. Yeah, it's just. I mean, I got way too tight stops on this, but it's just. It should. It should hold. And that was your lower high underneath the overnight low. Yeah. Just let it go, buyers. Get it pulled back into that 80 area or 28 area. Reshort this, but I just until this IB forms, it just is pain in the butt. It's just bleeding, man. Should get bounce over 20. little wiggle up, guys. 26. Come on, give me a fucking push. There we go. There we go. Here's our so buy off that bottom. We're buying Delta's nice little push here. And get back into overnight range. Once that overnight range is holding. $19 on the IB. Decent. Breakable. Within a reasonable amount of time. Back to overnight. Let's see if sellers can hold this. Put in lower high. I doubt it. Pretty ugly on this. We're gonna be just chop through this IB. You go freaking nude outside on unbelievable. Such an emotional BS market, man. You go outside on B period. That'll make me mad. Let's see if they hold this overnight low. Kind of tailed into it right. The 1 minute close was right at the overnight low. It's holding. Got a nice little delta surge off this low. So just some short staking profits. I don't know if we're going to get a better move. 5 minutes sitting at 41. Holding this overnight low. It is coming in. You fucking bastards. Do anything right now. I'm not going to do the IB. Short on here. Straight up. Short covers in. Gotta buy before Microsoft and Google. We close those singles from Monday. That's where we're trading. We're right here. That distribution right at Monday's value. Or value, yeah. Value level, I'm sorry. I, you know, get fucking pullback. I mean, if you're gonna go higher, just give me a little bit of pullback back into overnight, hold the overnight, and then go. Don't go straight the fuck up. Sorry. Just gets real frustrating for me in this IB. Let's give a pullback, guys. A little bit of a pullback. Little bit. iceberg up there. So, even without looking at footprint or DOM or anything, if you're watching the 1 minute candles, the delta keeps increasing, increasing, increasing. And on the 1 minute, you're kind of in a hole. So, there's liquidity here. And buyers are, still aggressive. They're buying, 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 but they're not making any progress. So you have an iceberg there. You flip over to the DOM, you got 408 sitting here at 38.25. You're only showing about 100 on there. You got 600 at 38. You're only showing 100 there. So that's how you can see an iceberg without jumping over to a footprint or the DOM or anything. It doesn't mean it's going to hold and you should short that. It's, you still see that aggression. You'd have to see a lower high here for them. And buyers work through that. You would expect some support there now at 38. And, if you can get a rejection down here underneath 36, maybe we could turn this over, but you just algo's grinding it up. And get into these little choppy. I mean, that was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 minutes of a 2-point range. And, we're breaking it out into this, the BGL coming here. And this might be it. I mean, we may have just set the low. Let's start looking for that short cover, in the overnight inventory. So we'll see. Certainly getting above this 42 changes the tone on everything. There's outside fucking bar on the IB, and I just hate this emotional, just bullshit trading, man. I'm sorry, but these are my rants, man. Just straight up, yeah. I mean, and it's just short covering, and it just goes so effing far these days that there was your support. So, now if we get a pullback down into 38, we're back over, you really just want to see this over the overnight low. And but I need a pullback. If I'm going to take this as a counter trade long, I need a fucking pullback, guys. Sorry, I mean, it's just me, but give me a pullback back into 38. I want to see a support and then get back over the BGL and then I can get long. And this is where we found our resistance before. And you just kind of travel back through the crap that's the IB, and just not something I want to do. You're run into this shit again, buyers. I mean, I don't know. This pisses me off, man. What do we got left in this BSIB? 10 minutes. Maybe that is the short. I don't know. I'll just do it against that high. So 4-point stop. Yeah, here we go. Man, I mean, there's just stop the bullshit, guys. The 5 minutes holding, but I was saying if we can trade this crap back into this IB, at least get back down for a test of the overnight low. And, you know, and if overnight low holds, I'll reverse it, but just give me a fucking break. 40's holding. BGL's pretty much holding right now. I'm kind of choppy, got a little bit right at the opening 30-second range. A little bit of support there. Session will be wild. Yes, looks like it's over. You got some size coming in here. It's being supportive, but you know, shit, I had too much going on for me right now. You got to be more excited about being a grandfather than trading it. Man, that's coming in real quick. A few days. Yeah, I'm just gonna flatten this out now. Bars are holding this. Let's see, just let this IB form and see what C period's got for me. I think you're gonna reverse it. You also got that shortcut, but they can take you to 5063. And you know, so you're risking right now um, just that overnight high or overnight low against you know, coming back up into about 5060 would be your 50% retracement. But we're stalling, you know, and you want to see this BGL hold, and you want to see that. I mean, Delta's still coming in. You can see this. There's a lot of liquidity here. Do they work through it, or did this set of buyers just kind of stall out? But it looks good, you know, for that upside. But geez, man, I mean, when you don't get decent little pullback, hold on a second. All right. Time is it? 25. Might be a Microsoft earnings, Google earnings. PCE tomorrow. That's just kind of the consolidate and balance the big gap down day, which is going to blow. Five minutes starting to flatten out. Waiting to see if this 1 minute can come up and cross. Still just running into problems here, buyers. Let's go, man. Break through it. Got a low volume note here of 48, which coincides with the full session VWAP. Over the open. It's holding the open. Got 1 5-minute close over the BGL. Twenty-two points of range. Yeah, and I'm just gonna, okay, we are breaking out that little consolidation. Gonna be 4.5 point stop there. Scans 40, I may add into it as we come down into the lows here. If it's gonna hold, just don't want to miss it. FOMO in here. I do want a nice little rally into 60 to find out on the short. I don't want to get a little bit higher before I start thinking shorts. So, you know, as long as this BGL is holding 41, and I'll get fucked on it. Just kind of watching the 1 minute, you know, starting to come up, starting to build a little bit of pressure to the upside. Delta is still increasing. Thought a lower GDP would get the market excited for rate cuts again, but obviously now it's like, oh my God, we're going into a recession or something. So be impatient with your buyers. Be impatient with you. Give me 50. I'll take 50. Here comes C period. Did open up on singles. You'll probably close those. Be nice. Watch this BGLB support. And if BGL goes, I see a big crash down through it. I should set up. Oop, sweet baby Jesus. On this, that's gonna be ugly. Is that 41? So yeah, I mean, I'd have to set my sweet baby Jesus way down here. And that's gonna be a nasty stop loss. I still think you can get this garbage. Come on, man. Get that short cover going. And again, you know, the idea here is can you can the sellers hold this overnight low? And they can't hold the overnight low, poor high now, um, which, those have been so effing common in this market lately. Kind of here, 48, 46 is probably going to be a little bit more resistance and kind of get into the full session VWAP. There's a low volume note there. And see if, I can at least get a push to mid on the overnight. And honestly, I'd like to see this, obviously, a test of 50 at least. We're here, so we got a poor high. Delta still cruising higher. And we put our IM back into the IB. And get a pullback back into this 42. I may add on to it. Should really got to see this 40 break to the downside again. And then if it does, then, we're just going to be in this effing chop. So probably not going to trade until after PC tomorrow. I haven't done anything in my personal account. It's just not. I'm just so frustrated with this week as far as the price action goes. You're gonna break back below 5 minutes, see if they can get a close under it. And where do you go? You just go through that entire fucking chop shit that we did. Back in the IB. So, do you go after a break the IB? Do you go neutral on the day? Are we still selling? Was this just liquidation from ridiculous Monday, Tuesday? I have no idea. Not holding, we come back, we held the BGL, we came back in. Now, it's just fucking ridiculous, man. It's just, sorry, but I'm just done with this shit, man. Just figure out which way you want to fucking go and go. Sorry. I hate when we can't keep levels. It just pisses me off. It just gets too fucking choppy. You don't know, oh, are we gonna get support here at this 1 minute fucking cluster? No, and then you start going through the references. Some idiot is gonna buy 34.7025 and the overnight low, and then you just kind of chop around there for a while. And you already traded this, guys. You already effing traded it. So it just pisses me off because it becomes just these little 6, 7 point trades, and you have to keep swapping your brain. And I just hate it, man. I mean, these are just do a directional push and keep it fucking going. And it starts with just you get pissed off. I get pissed off at this short covering, and I'm like, okay, I'm just gonna short you to 5,000, and it's just not worth the pain. Fucking pushed. And the B period goes outside. You break B's high, and then you give it all the fucking way back. And and now we're saying, is this going to be the higher low on the 1 minute? Is the BGL going to hold? It just it's not worth it. Now, having said that, this one, maybe it's just because I came up with this idea. Live stream. Maybe I should change my live streams after 10:30, after all this crap has been done, because that's what this market has been doing. If we're going to get a directional push, it comes after 10:30, and maybe that's what I need to do. I don't. Still have not taken a trade in my personal account. It's just kind of a rule that I have now is just that account, if it's going to be one trade, it's one trade, but I'm not going to trade before Europe closes. It just is not fucking worth it. Sorry, that's my rant. So you're coming down into this. This is kind of 1 minute hold. You got the overnight low, that you got to worry about on the downside. 3 points down. Tempo is done. Starting to see, the sellers are coming back in. Are they going to hold this 1 minute? Is it going to give up? I don't know. No idea. Push into BGL. Come those buyers again. This becomes, just these little, and you hope, you get the YOLO, the short covering, into here, stalls out, comes back in. You're finding support in this area. Should you get long? And don't know. Just seems to clear out a little bit after Europe closes. And this market, just on the overnight, you sit there and you look at it and go, okay, hour and a half in, hour, a little bit over an hour in. You can't even get half back on, look at this shit, man. Off of 1 minute, guys. Off of 1 minute, you give up the BGL, 1 minute hold. Let's see what happens once we get back over 40. Let's see if it's going to bring in buyers again. You get these shorts, thinking, okay, we're going back down to the lows, and that was your support. The 1 minute has, it came up to the 5 minute, did not cross. So again, this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 minutes in basically 3 points of range. No tempo. Volume's decent. It's above average. Let's give it up. Back in the beat. I gotta see this underneath the overnight low again, If it was going to be a stronger move to the downside, the overnight low would help. Here we are. So we're going to do it, guys. I ain't gonna fucking trade your shit. Double bottom on the 1 minute. guys. Regular overnight. Excuse me. Pollen. Okay, now I expect some support here. If I can get a pull, yeah, just go straight up, straight down. Let's go, guys. We'll go neutral. So C period, go outside. I don't know what the stat is for an outside bar. You can see, when you if it does go outside, we're getting that volatility. Each period goes outside. So what is that? A broadening channel or whatever they call it. Volatility is increasing. This might be it. Then hold that overnight low, guys. No, can't do it there. Back into the opening 30-second range. Yeah, you're up to close and see if I can't get a trade out of this. And again, I have done nothing. It's just not. You want to see me rant? Let me take a position in this job personally. Back below the open. And let's kind of use that as gauge. And we traded three times through the opening. So no conviction from either RTH side right now. You get lower highs here on the 1 minute. So that's kind of what I've been waiting for. So it's like 39.50. This move. So you got 1, 2, 3. You get a lower high on this 1 minute, and then a lower high. And get a swing in there. A little aggression there. Again, more patient, and this is kind of what happens to me in this chop. So what I'm looking for here is on the 1 minute, you got higher low or higher high, higher high, higher high. Now I'm looking for lower high, and then take the break of that bar to the downside. But when it gets in this chop, you start forming them on the other side as well. So it's like 32, you know, on this one here. And it's just these bars, even the 1 minute bars are just ridiculous. So I'd want to see a lower high here, underneath 37. But then, you know, where I would take the trade would be like 34, but I've got that lower high right there at 32, you know, so it just gets really choppy in a very small range. And you're killing yourself just trading through the chops. So nobody, nobody. 5 minutes got 5 minutes got this swing high here at is it about 45? So you got your lower high. So higher high, higher high, higher high, lower high, lower high. So on this break, this would usually be something I want to take, you know. But you got that swing low that could potentially be a higher swing low right there at 32. So, you know, you're taking your shot, but it becomes, you know, well, yeah, you know, I'm looking potentially at 2 points, and my risk is 30, you know, 39 from that 34, so it'd be 5 points a risk, and it's just not worth it, man. Show me you want to move, man. So there you got your tick below. And again, your risk is way too high. You got 1 minute support there at 30 as well. Now hold this overnight low, guys. Hold your overnight low. So there, sure. 32, and that's what I was talking about. You just get in this chop. So it's overnight range. Show me you want to do something, guys. And break that, guys. Come on. What time is it? 52. So we got 8 minutes to go for. Go outside. Make my day, guys. So yeah, I'm going to eat stomped, but that's okay. I'm just going to use this, hoping that we get our overnight low hold, but highly doubtful. The way this damn thing's been trading. Yeah, it's just going to be two-sided trade, which is fine, but again, it just kind of sets up for a more of a balanced looking day, and then wait to see if you get that break at noon. There is a bond auction at noon. What is it? I think it's a 5-year. It should be a market. It should be able to move something, get a little wiggle at 7-year note auction today. Should be able to get a wiggle out of it in H period. Go neutral, and let's go all the way back down through today's value. Just trading Monday's VPOC now. Value low on Monday is 508. So just kind of looking at structure on Monday. We did get down. You know, if you can break that low today. Does that get you back under, you know, we kind of found support right at this. You can get back down, find acceptance down through there. Really good chance for like 512 or something like that, but it might take another day. Get a new weekly low in. Yeah, we're still finding support there. Little wimpy support, but support nonetheless. If buyers can't get down below 2850, then pop back into that crap. at 31.50. Yeah, let's move before noontime today. Say hell no, man. God, this would be so nice, guys. Trying to be real patient with you. This is it. I mean, if this can give, you might be able to start another sell, but right now it's holding. So it's kind of looking at this 31.50. This is kind of do or die for buyers here. Yeah, buyer sold it. Straight on back up. I'm sitting right at the start of D. So I'm take another little hit on this one. 4 points. Yeah, they're gonna bring this fucking thing back up in this job. Dump it, D. Come on, Europe. Chop City, man. All right. Yeah, if I get stopped out of it, I'll wait. Can't believe we can't find some fucking movement outside this fucking IB, man. 46. Is a little bit higher. And then where are you going, man? I mean, were we gonna go all the way back up through the fucking chop, man? Fuck you. I hate this, man. Yeah, I may take another trade, but right now, still haven't done crap in my personal account until Sunday. I'm not gonna trade the IB, man. I just am not gonna trade the first hour. And make a effing decision and move. Comes the 5 minute BGL, and again, I may take a trade off it, but we're still finding that support. And we do have 42 as a reference up top. If this is going to be two-sided trade and we have a 25, 23 point range today, nobody taking direction. Back in the overnight. 1.5 times IB extension on both sides. 10, 58. 2 hours. Gonna be 2 hours inside this, or an hour inside the IB. Lower highs right now on the 5 minute, but underneath the they got higher lows moving right now. B period, C period, D period on the 30 minute. We're hitting that and slop again up here at 40. Right. VPOC. RTH was 35. VWAP. Spent most of the day underneath VWAP. Had that touch. Make a really solid push down to the second standard deviation or something. We're just kind of trading VWAP to first standard deviation down. I'm gonna D you again, man. Still think, come on, sellers. Get through this. This second time down there at 28. Now we're just gonna chop for a while. What a big move, man. Make the move, guys. Keep getting chopped, man. Yeah, nobody cares right now. Nobody's really got conviction anymore. Yeah, I came back up to the open. In the opening 30 seconds worth of range, and it's what, 10:06 Central. It's a good day for me once again to get chopped in this crap. So. God damn fucking decide, guys. Sorry. You're still not seeing, we set the low in the IB for now. You're not seeing any follow through. So I eventually think you're going to get that short cover. Might take a while, maybe once you've, it might take till E period, F period to finally start that trip, but you're not getting any immediate downside continuation. So I would expect that we'll get a short cover out of this at some point today. How strong? Kind of use your 1.5 times IB extension. We'll put you about 56. And the overnight BPOC is way high. It's 75. The halfback is about 60. So, kind of this 58 to 62 area is where my initial target would be on a short cover rally, 50% gap fill. And as long as the IB low is holding and you're not seeing any downside continuation underneath this effing buyer here at 28, I would expect, I would, if we can get, it's just so damn choppy now, but kind of use that 28. It's kind of level. It's held twice now, so we pushed higher, weak pullback into 28.50, push higher. We melted down, and in the 40s, back down into that area and found your buyers. So you'd almost have to, on the short side, if we're going to get continuation and a neutral day, then you're going to see these shorts or these longs get hammered. And then hold that 30, get a weak pullback, hold that, and then you can start shooting for 20, 22, the IB low, and then you get neutral there. You get your 1.5 times IB extension at 50.10, which would be the value traversal of Monday. And then see what you got, after that. And it doesn't look like there is. I was going to say, it doesn't look like, if you haven't had that downside continuation now, by now, I wouldn't expect it to come in, but you do have that bond auction, and that's noon. It's the H period, and it'd be a good opportunity to screw the morning longs. But my best idea here is that eventually, you're going to get, just kind of waiting through that 15 minutes of back over 40, and then I'm fucking host on this again. I just, not being patient and chop is my kryptonite. And it'll set up for kind of clear this thing up during lunch, but get it done, guys. One way or the other, man. This is 4 points on this. I should stop this out. Just still kind of waiting back over the BGL. If the 1 minute can get BGL can get crossover the 5 minute, then might be able to start seeing that short cover come in. But this happened before as well. We had the 1 minute come up to the 5 minute, and then we sold again. Here's second time. Try it. Don't take the mids, man. That's my fault there. Come on, sellers. Doesn't help that the BGL is right at 38. And again, just kind of these eights and twos, man. Come on, man. Move. Yeah, 4 wide. POC is 34.25 overnight low. Man, come on, guys. Hey, just move this thing. You got a lot of volume. The volume's good. Um, 111 percentile. Minus basing is quad. 85% down day. Rallies can be sold. Come on, guys. Rallies can be sold. Internals are saying rallies can be sold for now. Unbelievable, man. Unbelievable. The inside bar for now on the D period. There's your 15-minute. Yeah. So So again, it's just something to watch with. Uh, and I'm not saying we're going puke lower, but it's just something to watch. And that D period that I've just noticed, it tends to trend one direction the first 15 minutes and then falls back on itself. Generally. 36, 35. Yeah, I'm gonna set a stop up for this BGL and get hit. I get hit. I can just chop city here. And this would be one of those times that if you followed Jedi Marcus, he'll tell you, I care as long as they care. And, if we look at the BGL, we've been back and forth over it. It's getting fairly flat right now. Um, and like I said, I'd be cautious to downside continuation right now until it wants to prove itself some more. But if they don't get some continuation here through like E period, most likely this thing is gonna. Let's see, overnight low is 24. I have to take this off if I get a chance, but that's 75. I'll just take a point if I can get it. Just bad place to have initiated this and save some embarrassment. And just wait. I'll still be looking now, kind of buy this 30 till it breaks and get kind of a failed breakdown here between holy shit. Yeah, stop doing this. Get that bump. Yeah. All right. I'm gonna wait till my favorite period of late, and that's H period. It's a higher low. It's like trade off. Yeah. Let's go somewhere, guys. I spent 2 freaking hours here trading this fucking open, man. Just go. It's 4 time periods through the open now. So um, balance, mid, overnight low. VPOC's a little bit higher in the profile uh, and high in value as well. So, if we're going to right now, volume is a little bit quicker than time. Um, this should be upside pressure. It should be upside pressure with the VPOC right so high value, and you want to put the VPOC about the middle and how do you put it in the middle? You extend it to the upside, and eventually you'll drag that time up as well. So you don't see that VPOT shift down off this 38 in a meaningful way. I would still think that eventually the pressure is to the upside, but I'm not going to trade this. And what is that? 35 to 40. It's a 5 point range in this little meaningless noise. Sucky, yes. The time is 7 minutes to go. I'll keep things going a little bit into E, see if we can finally break this balance. Might get chopped up a little bit more, but you get E period to break these high, and maybe we can start some more short covering in here. Because sellers suck. So I would think that we're eventually going to see pressure to the upside. Might come right now. Let's see what happens here. I'll make it back. I'll make it back. At least get into, give me 3 points into full session or full session. Come on, man. Let's get out of this chop and come on, start bringing it in. All the way to 50. Come on. Make my day. They're just taking the break of this little period. It's 5 points, so it gets you to 47 possibly, and get you your IB high, or the break a C, I should say. Sorry. We already broke the IB high and we fell back in a gross fashion. This might be it. These might be it. It's happening because my brain's wired for breakout, and this is where I got screwed on that last line, and I just fucking do. How many times do we have to come to these levels, guys? Not all day. Not all day. 50. Come on, man. Let's get to something reasonable, man. Come on. Look above, fail. I don't care, but let's fucking go somewhere, man. Man, if we can't just get a fucking point from this shit. Come on, guys. Okay. I'm just gonna wait. Just gonna wait. I mean, I don't want to miss it, and I feel like we're going to eventually push this higher. Eventually get a little bit of IB extension, which we don't have yet. The problem with it right now is same as the downside. You know, if buyers can't get that extension out of the first hour, it opens up for a neutral day. And the way this thing is grinding, and of course, we can scratch a trade and you're finally gonna fucking do it. Okay, 46 will get us blue sky and get a break A period or C period. See what happens over that, and then, like I said, it becomes I want to see it go, and it just doesn't go. There was my 3 points in that. Good. Put the poor high in, guys. Put the poor high in. You've been classic for the poor effing high. What time is it? Okay. 30 seconds to close D period. Oh, how did I get? Oh, I clicked. I'm sorry. Give that one up. I don't want to be short up here. Although it might be a good one. It's kind of flat. I like the long again. And I click. We finally got the cross, by the way, of the 1 minute on this. So, I mean, if you can get a little bit of a pullback down in here instead of this BS 2 minute chop range. I had clicked to put this back in focus and hit sell. Looks like it might be a good one. Now maybe if you can get a pull back into, or let's see what happens now that we don't have, because I mean, short side, I gotta wait until this thing is freaking through the IB and kind of look for a lower high here at 38, or I'm sorry, higher low at 38. Kind of a weak ass looking high. And then just kind of wait for H period. It's just fucking chop, man. Halfback on D period VPOC 38, and it's also the BGL. So some confluence there on that number. As long as this is kind of holding there, if we get a touch of 38. This is the first time the 1 minute's been over the 5 minute for some time here, so no downside continuation immediately. All right, here you go, virus. See it? I mean, it just, you got these lows here at 36 on the 1 minute. You break back below those, and the better, or at least the way this market's been going, you know, the better long is off 30, and we're just going to have a two-sided trade all day. So I don't want to trade the middle. But it continues to just kind of hold in this area. So 50% would be 34.25, which is your overnight low, and no acceptance now underneath 61.8, 31.50. So let's see, we come back down to it. It's kind of fighting. This is kind of where, I guess, if you're gonna have that upside continuation, you know, and the target would be the highs, 46, and then see what you got over that. But really want to see this hold, and this is the 38% retracement of the day, you know, low to high, 50% retracement, overnight low, and 61, 31.50. So let's see if they got it. 36.75. I hate that, but a sell stop. They're at 50, and I'll just kind of let this play out. We just can't get. I mean, somebody give up. Somebody fucking give up. I hate this range, man. It'll take one damn point again. You held BGL. You should be able to get to at least 44 again, and then get your damn highs, man. Come on, buyers. Jeez, man. 45. Just gonna watch this 45. Come on. Get out. Get out of IB. Why can't we do it? Not the world's greatest IB. I mean, it's 20 points. You should be able to get extension from it. Look at this crowd, man. I mean, I don't. Shit. Come on, guys. Make a zip move. Go. That was my first trade in my personal account. Hope that pull back there. I'm long off 38. Already taken off half of it at 4. Plus 4. So 42. And see if I get some. I would like to hold. I'd like for this thing to finally start seeing some pressure to the upside. We're not getting lower. And just start tracing back, through this. A halfback is 58 on the overnight. And off the halfback on the gap fill. Is 60, so plenty of range to the upside if they can get going. Looks like a really weak high. Should be able to bring in some short covering. Hold this 40 and let's go, guys. Let's go. It's kind of the, from the overnight, right before the open, there was that last breakdown was from this mid 40s. So bring this up so you can't get into at least 50. Holy crap. Don't give it up. Start pushing. At least get into 50. 50, I could look for, I would start looking anything over 50. I would start looking for counter trades. Kind of just got a nice little volume ledge from overnight here at 52. We're just kind of trading that last breakdown volume that we broke down out of. See if they can start holding as some of it looks like they can. High doesn't look secure. They screw you guys. Come on. VWAP's holding again. Take that off the VWAP hold. At least down into a couple points on here, maybe. Maybe. Yeah. It's kind of two competing things here that we stay in balance or we finally get that break above. For now, the over, or the full session VWAP is holding. I knew it. There you go. Yeah, I'm just gonna continue to get chopped up here. So I am going to take a little break, maybe an hour. You fucking bastards, man. Just go. Should be able to get 4750 out of this move, guys. Just go. Let's see what I got some makeup to do, which is certainly within the realm for each period, but oh man, I'm still long off in my personal account here with some runners. Took off half the runners now at full session VWAP, so 6 points on half of it, and then we'll see what the rest got. I'll just set it at break even at 38. BGL has crawled back up to 40, so I have BGL support above me when that stops. And just kind of let this play out, and again, it's no follow through selling. We're in where this whole thing started Monday, and 47 is around the close from Monday. It's also some volume from Monday. It's a low volume mode overnight. It's a set of singles from overnight. It all seems reasonable, to eventually make it up there. The high today is really weak looking. And then see what you get after that. If we stall here at 50.52, then I can look for a counter trade back down. But 1.5 times extension on the IB is 57, and 60 is your halfback on this gap. And those are the two areas that I would look for if we can break out of this morass that we're in here. Doesn't look good for now, but H period magic can change that tone. Better trade to wait, the more patient trade instead of trying to front run crap is to wait for that break over 50 and see that hold support, and then see if you got anything. But inside the IB, you'd have to, what is the IB? We're making little tiny pushes over it, still have not found traction, over the IB. So would like to see a little bit more extension than a 23-point day, but ain't up to me. So I'll put a drawing out after I shut down with kind of what I'm thinking. I still think you got upside on today, and ever since B period's low, which set the low of the day, you've got higher lows. C period, D period, now E period. The high looks awful. Looks like it's needs some correction, and so I would think that we got at least 50 out of it. If you can break back above the IB high, but the problem is for now, is that the full session VWAP's holding beautifully. That's 1, 2, 3 touches right now. So I would expect that if we make another push into the full session after 3 attempts to get over it, that the area is weak enough that we can push. And at least get into full session mid, 30-minute BGL, maybe get that overnight VPOC, 50% retracement on the IB. Shorts, we are two-sided right now. So I'd still like this high to get corrected before thinking short here. For shorts, it pushes, correcting this high right now would get your break above the full session VWAP. And, you'd, for me, I'd have to see this thing drop back down below full session VWAP and then have full session VWAP to hold, for a short up there, unless we can get up, to kind of around that 50 area, then just kind of look for counter trades back in. We are 5 wide on the POC, so any extension that we can get that's normal, 1.5 times IB extension into 56 or something can fail, and so it'd be a good counter trade. But sitting inside, I mean, we're back into A's range now. Full session VWAP held, back to the BGL. Just a mess. So, do have a lower or a higher low on the 5-minute here at 28, and again, it's been support now twice. We came off the low, consolidated, pushed, came down on this little trip down after coming into full session VWAP, and lower highs, found that bottom. Now we're back into higher lows. So it looks like the 2 areas, if you're going to two-sided trade, those would be the 2 areas I would look. But like I said, with the high, the way it looks, it'd be kind of hard for me to take shorts in the 40s. But for now, they're working. So anyway, doing really that consolidation after a large gap down, and we have Microsoft and Google after the close, and then PCE before the bell even opens tomorrow. So a lot of overnight new information comes in, and tomorrow should be good. We're either going to attack our lows, previous week low or weekly low that we have now, 5,006, or Microsoft and Google are exciting, and probably have an inside week. Kind of take back Meta's breakdown, push back into our 2-day balance from what was that, Tuesday, Wednesday. So these are it should be right there. Let's see. Yeah. So I mean, if you're taking Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, our developing VPOC is 5,100. So here comes the correction. Finally, man. Took you freaking forever. Then there's your break finally of full session VWAP. So just kind of gonna let this play out, and I'll put, before noon. Now you got a nice pour high on the profile. So again, just kind of wash this 38 area, and see what you got. I still have the runners from that trade-off 38 going. I don't know if I'm gonna probably get scratched out of them, but so be it. 23 point range day. I'll collect 10 points, on the day. I'm fine with that. So anyway, I'll put up some information about an hour from now to start H period, the auction, and bond auction or bill auction, note auction, and we'll see what we got. But right now, it just looks like this might get some extension, to the upside, just correct that poor high, but it looks more like we're gonna just kind of sit here and consolidate ahead of those 3 data points coming up. So put the graphic up in about an hour, and